Story title: Tunnel Vision. Author name: Obscuratio. Fletcher's Vein, 12 miles long. That's a pretty long tunnel, I said to no one in particular. I'd been driving for 3 hours straight and was starting to feel tired. I just needed to get to the hotel though. An hour and a half tops. The GPS was acting all kinds of wacky though, and when the car entered the tunnel, it suddenly went black. Strange, I noted, looking at the bizarre design of the walls passing us by. They look a lot like ancient hieroglyphs, weird glyphs etched into the rock. They came in all shapes and sizes too, wave-like mesmerizing patterns, like a story told in an unknown language. You should keep your eyes on the road, my wife yawned. I nodded, eyes still transfixed on the walls. We must have been driving for 5 minutes when I first noticed the ceiling. Hey, I said, doesn't that look an awful lot like a spine? Bone-like protrusions, interconnected like a warped spine, ran along the vague outlines above. This is one creepy fucking tunnel, I mumbled. Daddy said a swear word, my youngest, Michael, said. Sorry, I chuckled. Won't happen again, promise. Another 10 minutes passed, then 15 more, then half an hour. The tunnel was slowly changing, the bone-like protrusions now creeping down the walls, skull-like shapes and hollow crevices, vaguely resembling human silhouettes, appeared in frequent intervals. What the fuck is going on? I mumbled nervously. We should have been out ages ago. We like it here, Daddy. Carolyn, my daughter, chirped happily. Yes, Daddy. Michael agreed. We don't want to leave. Stay with us, Travis, my wife cooed lovingly. We need you. The tunnel stopped being skulls and bones, and sinister outlines soon after. Instead, it slowly transitioned into a fleshy fissure, thin, warty skin stretched over pulsating growths, faces and mouths and hands writhing underneath. My mind couldn't fathom what was going on, I suspect, so I kept on driving, the once smooth tunnel road now splashing with horrible squelching noises as the car rolled along. Stay, my wife murmured hollowly. Fuck this, I yelled and put the pedal to the metal, the car screeching discordantly as I plowed through the squirming grotesqueness. I could see it in the distance. Light. The tunnel got narrower and narrower, and the car barely fit through the opening at the end. But we made it out. I hit the brakes immediately. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in the rearview mirror. The tunnel, it was gone. Just a straight, clear stretch of road, visible behind us. Us? I meant me. I remembered then, slowly, steadily, like waking up from a dream or a nightmare. I never got married. I never had kids. The tunnel, it wanted me to stay, to join it, to be one, forever. So if you read this, please, should you come across this tunnel, let me know. I miss them, you see. I miss them so much. I miss my family. Personal thoughts. Okay, so initially I had really no idea what was going on. And then as the story progressed, there were bone-like protrusions coming from the ceiling. I began to think, maybe this is set in some kind of alternate world? And then as it moved on, I thought, oh, so he's probably dead or on the verge of death, and this is his mind creating a sort of facsimile allegory for him. And the light at the end of the tunnel, that was him trying to ascend to the next plane. But no, maybe a psychotic break, or maybe there really was some kind of force that projected this story onto him. And now he's in love with a family that doesn't exist, that never did exist, is but a figment of his imagination. An extremely powerful figment, though, clearly. I think if he ever winds up in that mental tunnel again, he's never coming out.